some cheesecake fraction mats which I have created to reinforce the concept of equivalent fractions at the materials language stage. It is assumed that students have already been introduced to the concept of equivalent fractions, have previously explored this concept at the children's language stage, and are now exploring the concept further at the materials language stage to reinforce the concept of equivalent fractions. It's also assumed that there are enough cheesecake fraction mats for each student to have their own fraction mat. To begin, students are arranged in groups of 4 to 6. In this case, we've got 6 students. Each student is given a cheesecake fraction mat. Let's see how this group might start investigating equivalent fractions using the cheesecake fraction mats. Susie says, I have 1 whole chocolate cherry cheesecake. Maddie says, hey, I think that 4 of my quarters could fit onto your whole cheesecake. So she gives it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. She was right. 4 quarters fits on top of 1 whole. So 4 quarters is the same as a whole. Daniel says, well, I have 6 pieces in my banana bliss cheesecake. I guess that means that the pieces are cut into 6ths. Terry, I reckon that 3 of my 6ths would fit onto 1 of your halves. You think so, Daniel? Says Terry. Let's give it a go. So they do. They count 1, 2, 3. Shannon says, hey, I have an idea. Let's see how many of my 8ths would fit onto 1 of Maddie's quarters. Okay, so they try it. 1, 2. Oh, 2 8ths are the same as 1 quarter. Peter says, well, my blueberry delight cheesecake is cut up into really tiny little bits. There's 12 equal pieces cut from my whole cheesecake. Now, how many do you think would fit onto 1 of Terry's halves? Daniel says, well, I reckon 5. Let's try 5. So they count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not right, says Susie. There's a bit missing. You need to put 1 more on. Okay, so they pop 1 more on. Oh, there we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12ths is the same as 1 half. That means that 6 12ths is the same as 3 6ths, and so on. It's easy to see how an activity like this would encourage group interaction and facilitate deep understanding of the concept of equivalent fractions as students compare different fractions to explore the relationships between them.